Hi, hello, good evening, and welcome you all to the 201st episode of Business Bytes with Bhavana. So, all these days, I think you all have been missing this show. We have completed successfully 200 episodes, and today we are here for 201st episode of Business Bytes with Bhavana. Before we start, wishing everyone a very happy Gauri Ganesha festival. May God bless each and everyone with lots of happiness, joy, prosperity for life and forever. So, today, in the 201st episode of Business Bites with Bhavna, we have our special guest of the day. So, that is none other than Asha Diwakar. Hello, Asha Garu. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Bhavana Garu. Thank you so much for inviting me on this special occasion. Happy Gauri and Ganesh Chaturthi to each and every one of you.
Thank you so much, and happy festival to you too.
Thank you.
So, as you all know, in Business Bites with Bhavna, we're talking to business owners, business entrepreneurs, and more, and knowing about their life journey, how they came into the business field, what they did, what are the challenges they feel they faced during this journey, and Inka Chala Wala business gurinchi, what they're doing, what are the services they provide, if they have any products. So today we have Asha Diwakar Garu, who is the co-founder of Chhota CFO. So we will interact with her, know more about Chhota CFO. And if you have any queries or any questions related to this, do not hesitate to post it in the comment section. So, Asha Garu, let's
Yes,
know
Bhavana.
more about you and Chhota CFO in today's episode. So let's know a little bit about yourself, like where were you born, and how did your journey come up till now?
Okay. Yeah. So myself, Asha Diwakar. So I'm a spouse of Mr. Diwakar, who is a founder of Chota CFO, and I have two lovely daughters, Sonika and Tanishka Diwakar. So basically, I'm a MBA from Christ College. So my expertise is in finance and accounts field earlier. So later on, there were circumstances which made me or forced me to start with my career with compliance and legal related matters. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I did my company secretary in profession. So at present, I'm a company secretary in practice as well as a legal related for corporates. So we provide, I basically provide corporate consultants and legal advisory services to all the MSME and startup companies. And when it comes to my journey, like there is lot of hiccups, challenges, and many more things. I've overcome everything, and today I'm in this profession, in a respectable profession where I'm accessible to the top management, proud to say, because this is a only profession where we'll be accessible to all the top management, like say for example board of directors. So it is not easy to access the board of directors, probably like
Absolutely.
startup companies, yes, but when it comes to big corporates, it's not easy to access the board of directors. Now we have the privilege, being a company secretary, to access the board of directors at corporates. So this made me like, it's like very quite interesting, because there are a lot of learnings and knowledge sharing from the senior professionals. So every day it's a learning and knowledge sharing to our colleagues as well.
Great, Asha Garu. Nice to hear that. And everybody, there, some people will think that ఇదే చేయాలి అని. And you were telling us that some circumstances made you get into this, and
Yes.
you're enjoying it thoroughly, and you feel that you're in the best place, and you're learning every day, and that's going to be that's really nice, and it's definitely motivational. So when did you start this company, Chota CFO?
Yeah, prior to starting this Chota CFO, let me tell, I independently started practicing in the year 2016. So I started practicing independently from my home, because the moment I exited from corporate in employment, now I'm an employer. So earlier I was in employment, now I am an employer. So initially I started independently as a proprietorship business. Then
Mm-hmm.
slowly my husband was motivating me to have a team, very good team, so that we can start giving employment to at least 100 people. Today we are we have given an employment to around 40 employees. So it's a slow it's a slow journey, but definitely we'll reach the target of 100 employees. So our first milestone is giving employment to 100 employees. So that's a first milestone. So then slowly it made me to bring in my partners, like Priyanka, who is a practicing company secretary, and other partners as well. Then my husband joined, leaving his employment to support me, because he was acting as a CFO for the corporate. Then he realized that, I mean, why not I start Chhota CFO on my own, so that I can I mean, he can cater to all the corporates rather than working for one
One
corporate.
corporate.
Yes,
Great, Asha Garu. I think you have a very good vision and you are in that direction. So, my best wishes. And the day you finish like your target of 100 members, you're going to come back and tell me, Bhavna Garu, this is achieved today, honey. So, all
definitely.
the very best for that. And great
Thank you so
support from
much.
your family. Like your husband, he quit his job and he's supporting you. And I think that is something to be
Yes,
noted and an
yes,
example for a lot many people today. So, you're
yeah.
lucky. And my best
Thank
wishes
you.
on that. And convey my best wishes to your husband as well.
Thank you.
So while we're talking to Asha Diwakar Garu, who's the co-founder of Chhota for today, we have lots of comments coming in from Facebook and YouTube. Let us take a few comments. I don't know the name of the Facebook user. Good evening, everyone. Antunaru. Kalyan Kumar Garu. Good evening, Bhavna ji and Asha ji. Antunaru. Good evening, Andy. Thanks for joining in. Pradeep Kumar. Hello, Bhavna Garu and Asha Garu. Happy Vinayaka Chavati. Thank you so much. Same to you too. నైస్ అంటున్నారు చెన్నై కింగ్స్ అని వస్తుంది రాజేష్ విష్ యూ వండర్ఫుల్ సీజన్ 3 భావన మేడం
Yeah. Okay.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ యువర్ బెస్ట్ విషెస్ అండ్ సపోర్ట్ ఆల్వేస్ congrats for your efforts towards BBB3. Thank you so much, Pradeep Garoon, and thanks for joining in. Raghuram sir, happy evening, good start. This will be a blockbuster. Antunaru. Thank you, Raghuram sir. Okay, Mohan Krishna Garu. Happy Vinayaka Chavati from WeVysya Varuna family members. Thank you and best wishes to all of you also on this festive day. Good luck and all the best. And to Naruna Vanith Kumar Garu. That is my dad actually. Shweta. All the very best. BBB season 3 Bhavna Garu. Thank you so much, Shweta. Murali Krishna Garu. All the best, Bhavna Garu. Great going. Your strength of Vivasya and a symbol of women empowerment. Antunaru. Thank you so much, Murali Krishna Garu. Means a lot. BBB back again. Antunaru. Mohan Garu. Yes, Mohan Garu. On demand and to benefit our members and to make it happen, we are back. Thanks for your support and joining in always. All right, let's take more commands a little later. Meanwhile, Asha Garu. So, Asha Garu, you're from Bangalore, right?
Yeah.
So, the CFO is located in Bangalore.
Yes. So it
So,
is
you
located
provide
at Chennai,
services.
sir.
Okay, go on, go on. Where all your offices are present and where all
Yeah.
you provide services.
Right. So at present, we have office at Jayanagar fourth block. Apart
Mm-hmm.
from that, we have couple of associate companies in major cities at India. So that is one part. The other part, when we talk about global business, yes, we recently opened our registered office at Dubai. So where my husband, Mr. Diwakar, would be there, like 3 months there, 3 months here. He need to manage both the business at India, at Dubai. So
Okay.
like we just open a physical office, and we try to support to all the business entrepreneurs actually.
That's great. I mean, it's not very easy, like two people from here and there coordinating and doing.
Yes.
But congratulations on the beginning at Dubai as well. I
Thank
think
you
that's
so
going to
much.
be a great milestone that you're going to remember in your journey.
To be frank, Habibi Dubai, so they welcome India actually.
Ha.
Indian people, yeah, they're welcoming very good actually.
Okay, that's great to hear. So, I think quickly let's take a look at what are the services that you provide in various regions where Chota CFO is present and you support. Um, yes. So, Chota CFO. Okay. So, you are present in Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Hyderabad,
Yes.
Udaipur, and Dubai.
Yes.
Okay. So, what are the major services that you provide?
Yeah, so when it say Chota CFO, it's a brand name or a trademark, what we call.
Mm-hmm.
So apart from that, we have a legal name called CLAD Corporate Advisors LLP. So the
Okay.
CLAD stands for C like corporate law related matters. L stands for legal related matters.
Mhm.
A, accounting. The other A is auditing, and the last is taxation. So apart from CLAT, we also provide other services, right from IPR related matters, then valuation of companies, and many more things. We
Okay,
also try to work for family offices. To be frank, we are well versed with SEBI related, AF related. It's called Alternative Investment Fund. So that's a big topic. So it will not be enough even if I tell, because it's something like it has to be discussed in detail. So we are working on that. So that's a big project. So AF is nothing but you're encouraging outside India and Indian people to invest in India, and they I mean the AF will invest in unlisted securities basically. So it's a big task, but that's a big project where we are working.
great. That's good to know. So this is all about your team.
Yes.
So this is the services offered in Dubai. So can you just brief us a little more about, like, if anybody in India, like, our fellow members or anybody who's into businesses wants to expand their business in Dubai, will you be able to help them out?
Definitely. So we need to understand what is the vision and mission of the business entrepreneurs to start their business at Dubai. So what is the vision and what is the mission? Without that, it is very difficult, because when I say about the cost to just start a company at Dubai, you need to end up around 20 to 25 lakhs. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not easy for a startup companies at least. So to
Okay.
encourage them, we have one more company called it's a general trading company. I don't want to name it, but it's a general trading company where anybody wants to do a test kind of test business marketing. So they can use our company by connecting me, so that will be really useful for them to do R&D at Dubai market. It's a very quite interesting, because there are a lot many things to learn over there, because there are a lot of opportunities where there'll be a good margin as well, but they can't burn their fingers by investing so much, right? So the vision and mission should be very clear. Otherwise, it's very difficult to end up the cost. Like just to start a company, it'll be around 20 to 25 lakhs. Then think about the 1 year budgeting. So it'll be really hectic, right? So they can do I mean, they can contact us how to scale up their business, how to start the business, and many other things. Strategic planning, we will definitely help them out.
Great. So, Asha Garu, what do you think? Like, for which sector, if of business, it is good to expand at Dubai at this time?
Probably the sector, there is no restrictions, because there I mean it's very much expanding and there are a lot of developments. Probably real estate is one where they're focusing more on marketing, so interiors, designing, architects, and like I mean security companies, security services, because it is very much required over there. So these kind of companies, they would be more demand for these kind of companies.
Great. So, let's move on and see what the other services provided. Okay. So, these are the services provided in India, is it?
Yes, in India.
Okay.
So there are a lot of services probably for business owners or entrepreneurs. What they need 360-degree ka solution that we would be able to provide,
Financial
because
solutions.
we have a team of expertise where we are a team of chartered accountants, company secretaries, legal advisors, and who is having a corporate experience more than 20 years. So that would be really helpful for the business owners to start up their business, to scale up their business.
Okay, so if anybody wants any kind of financial services and you don't have clarity what kind of services you need, are you going in the right direction or not?
Yes,
Where you have to put more energy and more
right.
to streamline your funds and have a look at your investment and more. Do contact Asha Diwakar Garu, and I think don't bother, like, it might be small, it might be big, or you don't have even clarity. It's okay. Just say hello to her, and I understand, like, are you in the right direction? She would never mind saying hello and connecting with people. So her contact details is in the scrolling bar. To know more about Chhota CFO, contact Asha Garu at 973 or visit www.chhotacfo.com. So while we say this, we have more comments coming in. So let us take few more comments before we proceed further. Ankam Srinivas Garu is online. He's saying all the best for season 3, Bhavna Garu. Thank you so much, Andy. See you both after a long time. Yeah, well. Shekhar Garu. Vinayaka Chavati wishes welcome back and all the best. Bhavna Madam BBB is coming back and we educating a lot from Miduna Shekhar Antunaru. Thank you so much, Shekhar Garu, for joining from Miduna House, Vijayawada. Good luck, Asha Garu Antunaru, Srinivas Garu.
Thank
Raghuram sir, congratulations to your expansion at Dubai and Chaptanar.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Agiram
Manish
Garu.
Garu, happy Vinayaka Chavati. All the best for season 3 of Business Bites with Bhavna Antunaru. Thank you so much, Andy. All the best, Asha Garu Antunaru. Our
Thank
founder,
you.
Anil Gupta Garu, is online. He says, Bhavna and team, all the best for season 3 Antunaru. Thank you so much,
Thank
Anil
you,
Garu,
Anil
for
sir.
watching us live and your best
Yeah.
wishes. Peddi Sandeep Garu, all the best, season 3 Antunaru. Thanks, Andy. Prakash Mamidi Garu from Vizag, Bhavna Garu, all the best, Antunaru. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who's conveying best wishes on season 3 and festival. So if you meanwhile, if you have any questions related to finance, ante na business idi నేను ఇలా చేస్తున్నాను, is it okay, or ma'am, for this kind of sector, any questions that you have related to finances, you can drop it in the comment section. So Asha Garu will be able to take those questions and help us out with high level answers during the show maybe, and then you can contact her for more in detail queries that you might have related to the finances. Okay, thanks, Andy. Thanks for everyone who's been sharing your best wishes message in the festive wish message. It's really a good program, Antunaru. Mohan Shiva Garu. Thanks, Andy. Okay, thank you, Kiran Garu. Congratulations, man. Thank you. All the best, Asha Garu, for your future endeavors, Antunaru Anil Garu. Ranga Garu, all the best, ma'am, for BBB Antunaru. Thank you so much. Yes, so we were talking about um, the presence of Chhota CFO in different regions and what are the services provided, Ani. So let's see further management support. So let's hear a little bit about this.
Yeah, so management decision support system. So we will try to help them to set up their business. So first of all, we would like to understand there would be startup companies or MSME sectors, or whoever wants to start a business. They would be really confused whether to start the business under legal framework or out of legal framework. Then what
Okay,
is legal framework? It, like for example, everybody know what is sole proprietorship business and partnership business. So that
true.
will be not under actual legal framework apart from taxation related. When we tell about the legal framework, there are private companies, public companies, then nidhi companies, producer company. There are varieties of companies where it will be under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, where there will be a regulatory framework, and based on the Companies Act related matters, there would be companies set up. Now when we tell, most of the companies are private limited company. So what is private limited company? Again, there is a lot of discussion to be done. Again, like we need to understand what is the vision and mission. So we will help them to give an idea whether to start with private limited company or limited liability partnership or any other companies. So there is different varieties of categories.
Okay, so
Sorry.
basically to understand that, is it just okay to start like that and take it forward, or if somebody wants to know that you have to legally register and starting is a good choice right in the
Yes.
beginning before you start a
Yes.
business, that is what. All right. So these are your clientele, like what are the sectors, domains that you cover?
Yes.
Okay, so it can be manufacturing, wholesale, constructions. I think maximum all the industries are
Yeah.
covered here, so nothing
Yes.
much to bother. So these are your clients across the globe.
Right.
Great. Okay, you've categorized it.
Yes.
All right, so this is the contact details. It's already in the scrolling bar as well. So if you wish to talk to Asha Garu and know more about the financial services they provide and to get the best of services for your organizations, contact her. The mobile number is in the scrolling bar. So you can contact Asha Diwakar Garu at 973 973 6999 or visit www.chhotacfo.com for more details. So I have a question, Asha Garu. So
Yes.
we talk about MCA and more, right? So if you want to set up a business under MCA, how do we do that? Quickly, if you could brief to our audience and also emphasize on what is the importance of it.
Yeah, definitely. So when you tell private limited company, which comes under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, so
Mhm.
when you are a sole proprietorship business or are carrying out in a partnership business, then the investors wouldn't be more interested because there'll be no succession planning. So when it comes to partners, yes, but they would require, which has to be under legal framework. So they prefer private limited companies where there would be board of directors and there would be shareholders. And to start a private limited company, you need to have minimum two shareholders and two directors. So that's a most important thing. Then we need to define the name. We need to have the object clause properly. Then we need to decide about the authorized paid up capital and authorized capital and paid up capital. So we would guide them what should be the authorized capital, what should be the paid up capital, and what should be the number of directors and shareholders based on their structure of business. So we would definitely help them. And after incorporation, again there would be challenges. What would be the compliances after incorporation? That would be really helpful for them to understand in prior whether to go with private limited company or LLP. So LLP is nothing but limited liability partnership, where it is an extension of partnership firm. It will be under Ministry of Corporate Affairs. There the compliance would be really less. And now to just emphasize on a private limited company, you need to understand there'd be a lot of angel investors, then venture capitalists. They would come forward to invest in private companies rather than sole proprietorship or partnership business. Now, being a business owners, they would be different mindset. They want to do with their own capital. That is, they're either through family and friends, or they would require the debt capital. So, what do you mean by debt? Taking borrowing from other investors. Why do they have to come if you're not covered under a legal framework? So these are the things you need to analyze and decide why private limited company has to be incorporated, because there are a lot of angel investors and private equity of venture capitalists, where they would be coming forward to invest in Indian business. Why they have to come? Because there are multiple parameters where, for example, I'll just give you a quote, an example telling that in outside India they would be having the gratuity funds, where if they have the gratuity fund, right, they would not be beneficial if they keep with the banks or any other fund related in their respective laws of the country. So if they invest in these kind of startup business, they would get a good return rather than fixing it up in any of the fund, or keeping as a FD in the banks. So that is a major things why they're coming forward to invest in India. It is not 1 rupee or 10 rupee or lakhs or crores. It's a millions which has been saved in outside India. That's why people are welcoming Indian companies to invest their own fund in startup companies or MSME sectors. Again, when you talk about the series, so there are multiple series. Today we have from A series to G series. These are the series where there is a various stages the fund would be invested in the respective companies. So it is a big topic, like depending on the stage of the business or the revenue or the profit generated, the series should be defined. So there are, we are working with a lot of family offices and venture capitalists and angel investors, where it would be like we would understand why they're coming forward. It was initially it was questioning, like why they're coming forward and they're investing. Then we understood they're lying on huge deposits outside India, so they would not get any benefit if they deposit there. So that's the reason they're coming forward and investing in Indian business, where the returns would be really high.
Great. I think very quickly, in simple words, you explained us very nicely, like, what is happening in the market as on today,
Yes.
why the investments are more in Indian firms and things like that. Thank you so much for that. So I think we have few more comments coming up. Prakash Garu, Madam Asha Garu, number once again, sir, it's in the scrolling bar. It's 973 973 6999. So Naveen Ratnam Garu from Bangalore, amazing program. Wishing all the viewers happy Gauri Ganesha festival antunaru. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.
Murli Kuncharapu Garu, happy evening antunaru. Happy evening. Kishore Garu, good evening antunaru. Good evening, Andy. Okay, we have a question. Prakash Mamidi Garu adugutunaru. How will be nursing college in Dubai? Question. The question is because we have a plan to start it in Dubai antunaru. Nursing
Definitely, like,
college.
yeah, definitely we can help them out, because there is a lot of opportunities for health related over there. Because I had been to some of the tests where I was supposed to get my Emirati card. So for that, I understood a little related about health related also. What is the scope and everything? Probably they can reach out to me, and definitely I can understand their requirement, and based on that, I can definitely guide them. Because in this session, it would be really difficult to understand about their requirements and explain about what are the benefits and other things at Dubai.
Absolutely. So I think you have a direct link, Asha Garu. Please contact Prakash Garu. Prakash Garu, the number I have, I hope you have noted Asha Garu's number, and definitely you can get in touch with her. She will definitely be helpful. So Diwakar S. Chitti Garu, we have hospital sector. There is a
That's my
separate zone
husband.
for healthcare city and Chaptunaru.
Yeah, yeah, that's my husband. So
Your husband, yeah. So
he's
supporting you on life.
correct. So he's, I mean, he was at Dubai just recently. He came back 3 days before just to celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi here. So he would be
Okay.
going back now. So probably really it would be helpful for the persons, business owners who want to set up their business at Dubai.
Great. So that I think yeah, this is going to be a good, interesting thing for both of
Yes,
you to connect
yes,
and take it forward. So yes, I understand. Thank you, Antuna Prakash Garu. Sure, you could connect later. So I think Asha Garu, as
yes.
we move further, um, so can you tell me a little bit about RBI FEMA related matters, like దాని గురించి మన audience కి ఒక high level లో quick గా if you could explain.
Yeah, when we tell about RBI in India, everything depends on money. So without money, nothing is possible, right? So for every rupee, it is to be monitored under RBI. RBI is nothing but a central bank of India. So whenever there is an investment from outside India, it will be regulated or monitored from RBI. So, for example, in a private limited company, whenever there is an investment, either from a body corporate or from an individual outside India, it has to be monitored under FEMA related matters. So we would be definitely helping them out to do the investments in India by making proper reporting requirements or filing requirements with RBI, because it is not easy to get the money from outside India. People might think it is easy, but it is not, because when they're investing in India, they need to understand what kind of securities they're investing. Securities in regards to like whether it is equity related or preference related, and again when it is preference shares, they have varieties of preference shares. So equity, again we have a series of equity shares. And if they're investing in debt related, we call it as external commercial borrowing. So that would be there with body corporates. And we also have them in LC, it is called letter of credit. So there are many things which will be covered under RBI and FEMA related matters. For the proper actual business owners, it would be really helpful if they just contact us, and what would be the challenges or what would be the benefits or privileges for a business owner. We can definitely help them, guide them, understand what is not aware from their end.
Okay, that's great to know. So Asha Garu, I think talking to you and in the session, knowing about Chhota CFO, it's been really nice. And I think if we start talking about finances and the policies and in the sector, there's lot to discuss.
Yes,
Avas
yes,
together, I think we can talk more and Kuntanu. But
correct.
really, in this short duration, whatever you have been trying to guide us. I think this is going to help our members and viewers of Business Bites with Bhavna. So, in the 201st episode of Business Bites with Bhavna, we are talking to Asha Diwakar Garu, the co founder of Chhota CFO. So, for any financial related services, any kind of services, or even if you just want to seek advice, say hello, do not hesitate. 9739736999 is her contact number. Do contact her. So, Asha Garu, um, yeah. Would you like to share anything else with our audience in today's session?
Yeah. So when I talk about whether they're under legal framework or not under legal framework, whatever the case, they want to first register their trademark. So being it proprietorship business or a partnership business or a private limited or an LLP or any form of business, they want to register their trademark. So people wouldn't be aware what do you mean by trademark. Yes, people who are educated and who want to do R&D about the business, definitely they would be aware of trademark registration. So we would help them. We would try to tell them whether there is availability to do the trademark registration for the brand name what they have decided. So that would be really helpful for them to save their time and cost, because again there is a lengthy process to do the trademark registration. Minimum would be the 4 months undoubtedly if the trademark or a brand name is not registered under IPR related matters. So when it is registered and they want to know what is the chances of getting the trademark registration with slight prefix or suffix of the brand name or any kind of permutation and combination, we would definitely help them to search the availability, what should be the percentage of getting the trademark registered or brand name registered. So IPR related matters, anybody can do that, and it will be really secured for their business and to have their legacy of their trademark. So this also, I mean, people who are interested or who are not aware of trademark, definitely they can reach out to me. And if they're stuck with trademark registration, they can reach out to me, because we are very good at licensing work with MCA related or RBA related or IPR related or any kind of sector. And probably like uh, in regards to taxation, it is again direct and indirect taxation. Probably there also we are good at appeals, then tribunal matters and replying to notices and licensing with the regulatory framework or the respective authority. So we are good at licensing work because we are a team of expertise at Chhota CFO.
Great. Nice to hear that. And you are very well emphasizing on the importance of why something has to be done.
Yes.
Really great to know. So, to the audience out there, if you really have any questions, I think post it in the comment section, and Asha Garu will be happy to help with the right answers for those. So, as we move on, so Asha Garu, I think it's really nice interacting with you. And how would you like to share your experience or your journey with WeVysya?
It is very quite interesting. Lot of networking. People have to come forward to the networking for development of the business. Meeting people is your net worth. So that's what I can tell. Probably I have missed couple of sessions due to my audit work or my complaints, whatever the complaints related matters. So otherwise, it is really your network is your net worth. So people have to follow this, and they need to have a proper interaction with your friends. So that will definitely fetch a lot of business for them, and they will also understand. There'll be a lot of knowledge sharing basically. So probably the other person wouldn't be knowing about what is required, then through the conversation they'll understand, yes, this is right for me or for my business to scale up my business. And from WeVysya, we have a couple of them where we have guided them to scale up their business. We also told them what should be the fund requirements for their business. So a couple of them have reached at a Chhota CFO to understand what is the requirement of investments. So probably like there are a lot of things where they need to understand being business owners. Like for example, if they want to focus on their business, they need to start outsourcing to the expertise where they can take care of their operations, back end operations, like right from accounting, finance, auditing, all these things. It is not the cup of tea for the business owners. Their intention to develop their business, scale up their business, know where the business would be beneficial to scale up the business. I mean, there are a lot of things for the business owners to understand.
Great. So nice to hear that you've been having an engaging and positive journey with WeVysya. So, how do you feel being part of this show, Business Bites with Bhavna?
It is amazing. I mean, last time we missed with the second series, so I think this is our third series and the first episode. So I'm really
Season.
delighted. Though it is a festival and tied up with lot of things, I just made my relatives to give a halt. So I just wanted to attend without missing this session. So that is the reason I insisted Shweta Garu to give me an opportunity not to miss this business bites with Bhavna.
Thank you so much, Asha Garu. Nice to hear that. And yes, we started our journey 2 years ago on Ganesh Chaturthi Day. So today is
Very
our
nice.
second anniversary of
Congratulations.
BBB, and so we wanted to restart it today. And thanks for accepting, though it's a festival. Thanks for accepting to be live with us today. So I wish you and the entire team of Chhota CFO all the very best for great success and in the future. So we wish to see you and the organization always growing to the next levels. So all the very best, Asha Garu.
Thank you. Last but not the least, I would like to tell to all the WeVysya members, especially, they can contact me for the first session to understand their business. Generally, we charge consulting fees for 1 hour. It'll be 10,000, but I would not be doing that consulting fees to WeVysya members. So probably like we can give a 1 hour session or 45 minutes to 1 hour session exclusively for WeVysya members. For any WeVysya members, I would definitely not charge, but definitely help them to grow their business, to understand their business. This is one thing I would like to specify on this occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi.
Thank you so much, Asha Garu. That means a lot. Adding more value to Vivasya
Yes,
members, and that's really
yes.
nice of you. So, all the members out there who's watching this live, do utilize this opportunity and just see like where we stand in our companies. So, one last question we'll take, Asha Garu, before we
Yes.
end because there's a questions come up. Um, First guest name of the season starts with A. Letter A is one. What a coincidence. Okay, he's just mentioning it. Took you first guest name. Okay, that's great, sir. Raghuram, sir. That's one observation that you've shared. Fine. Thank you so much. All right. So, Asha Garu, thank you so much. Nice having you on the show
Thank you
today.
so much, Bhavana Garu. Thanks for your efforts. Happy Gauri and Ganesh Chaturthi to all the Vivaishya members. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
All right, so today in the 201st episode of Business Bites with Bhavna, we just spoke to Asha Diwakar Garu, who's one of the co-founders of Chhota CFO. So do reach out to her for any kind of financial services that you may need. So today we are celebrating the second anniversary of Business Bites with Bhavna. We started this 2 years ago on Ganesh Chaturthi Day, and today we are continuing it with the third season, the 201st episode. So seeking all your wishes and best wishes for the season 3. Do watch us live every day. We're going to have two episodes. One is at 8:30 p.m. and the second one is going to be at 9:15 p.m. 30 minutes of two members interaction. Do not miss it. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So while I say that, if you are an Arya Vaishya, still not part of our Vaishya family, now is the time. You call us at 9886128128 or visit www.vvaishya.org for more details. So we'd love to wait and interact with more people, and we'll catch up live with you tomorrow sharp at 8:30 p.m. Till then, take care. Signing off, yours, Bhavna.